So everyone, come back to Gibson here. So I'm gonna talk about Cobra Kai again, especially about John Chris since he's on season 4. Right? I mean, well, season 5 because he's get in jail, and there's something interesting about him that he get into jail and psychological treatment at the same time, right? He has some kind of hallucinations towards every people he hate and he loved that gave him a soft side like Johnny Lawrence, especially Johnny Lawrence at a young time. I even amazed about how can they use Johnny Lawrence at the young age to, you know, give us some turbulence about him, and John Chris towards Betsy. Of course, he has a really soft side to her, and young Johnny Lawrence. There's something interesting about him that I think that's what's going to happen to Terry Silver too on the season 6, since he is captured again. I mean, more like arrested by a police force. I think he's going to do the same thing like John Chris get into. To I think it's going to happen the same thing, despite kind of post-traumatic stress disorder kind of thing he has. He has PTSD like John Chris too. Like when you remember on season 4 when Terra Silver has some PTSD attack about some an object like gun or kind of hair dryer, but it's like representation of gun on the Vietnam War. He has been, exploding sounds and such, shoot at friends, and he has ponytail towards him as a tribute to him. Right? I think that's what's happened going to Third Silver in season 6, and I don't know if they will redeem themselves or not, because if as you can see on season 5, when John Chris get out of the jail, I cannot see any kind of redemption of him. No, he's even more badass, but at the same time he's more badass. But I don't think he will redeem himself on season 6. I don't think so. I mean, what happened? How he break out from jail? How he steal, the key to get out of the jail, and pretended to be. I don't know when that John Chris, you know, stabbed it on the jail. I don't think that's really unplanned. I think he's like, tell him the people he beat up and some. And I'm interested, amazed about how they made John Chris at a young age, because I know that it's because Martin Cove have not enough energy to do all kind of stunts like that. So they use the young John Chris actors to do some stunts for him, right? But it's make it so cooler at the same time. And I think that's what Terry Silver will going happen to him too, also as well. And Kim's, like Sensei Kim, his daughter, I don't know. Because there will be two people redeem himself. First John Chris, second Terry Silver. During the psychological treatment they have on the jail. I don't even know that we're going to be a series of psychological treatment. I don't even know what would happen. And I'm also laughing at Daniel LaRusso when he's and Johnny Lawrence is like they have swept characters, while Johnny that usually to be radius and aggressive and become calmer, and Johnny and Daniel LaRusso becomes like drunk, like if you can see like wax on it. I don't know, like on the 2011. I just 7 years old one at the time. I don't know. I think that's what happened in season 6, and what's going to be the next villain, I don't know. Because two of them mostly going to be redeem himself, and maybe John Chris will have more good relationships with Johnny Lawrence, and Terry Terry Silver will redeem himself too as well. And I don't even know about, Terry Silver is going to be sick since he's become like weaker after fighting Chosen Toguchi, and uh, kind of really weak when he fight Daniel Russo, because I think he will put a great fight with him, and it's really out of his expectation. It's just like when Mr. Miyagi beat Mr. Terry Silver, Sensei Terry Silver. I don't know what to say about him. That when colorful white into his face, and Mr. Miyagi is like, oh. Unlike Kokai, Karate Kid Part 3 and Mike Barnes towards Lamb. No, right? I don't even know he's sick or not, but I think if even if he's sick, it's going to combination with his PTSD as well that made him fight skills be getting lower, I guess, and his focus is getting lower too. I think that's what really happened with Terry Silver. I'm pretty sure about that. And I also I want to Bobby Brown getting in and get more impact with Johnny Lawrence and also Cobra Kai gangs, and maybe even flashback stories about them, especially about Tommy. Man, I'm really fan hard of Tommy. Right, it's kind of stoic and really just getting his friends becomes happier and ever. His love can get him body back, and such like that. I think it's all I'm gonna say. Because he's more like Terry Silver. I'm really stressing about him and Tommy, although he's rest in peace, Robert Garrison. Right. Hope yours go getting well soon and can get to wait for season 6. I just hope Bobby Brown has a great comeback, and the other Cobras, or if, maybe even Dutch, and maybe Chet McQueen is more into his cars. I don't know. We also respect his decisions if he doesn't want to do like it. And Tommy Quilla and every one of them. Have a great day, all of you. Cobra Kai never dies.